welcome back to my channel. Sammy here with another video, and in today's video I am sharing my tips when it comes to planner launch season because it is finally upon us. Many planner companies are releasing either their spring releases or their academic planners and accessories, and I'm not gonna lie, over on Instagram it's feeling a little overwhelming with all of these new things. It's also very exciting, but I know for someone who's either new to planning or just someone who's trying to figure out what they want in the next coming little bit, I guess you could say, it's overwhelming with all of the different options that there are. So I am going to share with you some of my tips that help me navigate through planner launch season. Now, before we jump into my tips that I'm going to share with all of you, I do want to preface that I am planning on purchasing some things at these planner launches. The main launches that I personally am looking at is the Simplified Planner launch and the Erin Condren launch. The Simplified Planner will launch all of their academic products on Wednesday, April 19th. And then Erin Condren is planning on releasing all of their products to the general public on April 25th. If you are an EC Insider, you do get a day early access. So you get to purchase everything on April 24th, next Monday. So anyway, that's just all of their information. I'm not an affiliate or have any connections to them other than I am a dedicated customer and I just love both of their products. I am looking at a simplified daily planner and I will share more information on that later. And then I'm looking at some of the Erin Condren accessories. And so like I said, I'll talk more about my planner situation and everything later, but that's kind of what I am looking at as these launches come available, just so you guys can kind of have an idea of where I'm getting my tips from and everything. It's based off of these two launches that I purchase from every year. So tip number one is to do your research. I think this is very important just so you know who you are purchasing your planners from. I know that Simplified Planner, they have a great Instagram where they share their products. Emily Lay is the creator and founder of the Simplified Planner, and so I would definitely recommend checking her out on Instagram as well. She's wonderful, as well as the other women that are behind the scenes at Team Simplified. They all have Instagram. Check them out, see what they're all about. I feel like knowing the people behind the planner really helps me know who I want to buy from. And that's why I always come back to the Simplified Planner. Is I just love the community that they have built. And so I highly recommend doing that. I would also just research what they support, who they're about, all of those things, as well as the planners themselves. You need to research what planner you're going to buy. What does it include? What does it look like? Its size. Just because you might see something and it looks cute and pretty online, but then when you actually see like how big it is or the layout of the planner, it might not work for you. So definitely do your research beforehand so when the launch is happening, you know exactly what you want to buy and you're not wasting time figuring things out. I also want to preface that I don't want you to feel stressed on launch day. It is an exciting time here in the planner community to buy our new planners for the upcoming year, whether you're an academic or calendar year person. So don't stress. Don't feel like you have to be there as soon as it launches to purchase your things. But it just helps knowing exactly what you want so you can purchase the things you want and you don't have to risk missing out on things if they sell out or not. So definitely do your research, figure out what products do they have available, what's new, what's not new, and how can those planners and those accessories best serve you. Which leads me to my second tip, which is to have a purpose for the planner or planners you are purchasing. I know I've said this a million times on my channel, and I'm gonna say it again. You need to have a purpose behind the planner you are going to buy. Like, I know sometimes things are super pretty and we just want them for the sake of their prettiness, but if you want to get the most out of your money and the most out of your planners, then you need to have an intent behind why you're buying them. I just feel like this is something that has come natural to me over the years, is when I see new planners during launch season, I think to myself, okay, I really want this. How am I gonna use it? And if I can't come up with a logical and practical way of using it, and then it makes sense, it's realistic to me, then I don't buy it. Just because then I'm just throwing the money away. And so definitely think about, after you do your research, how are you planning on using the planner that you are planning on purchasing. So for example, right now, my daily planner situation is not working the way I would like it to. And that is why I'm thinking about, or I am planning on purchasing a simplified planner during their planner launch. And that's that. The purpose behind buying the daily planner is to substitute it as now my new daily planner. I'm going to finish out the one that I'm using, but once it's up, that's when the new simplified planner will be able to use. And so that's my plan. Okay, I have the purpose behind the planner that I'm planning on purchasing. There's a lot of alliteration and P's in here. Sorry guys, I'm an English teacher, so I keep noticing them. But anyway, and it's just going to help you buy things. It's also going to help you stay away from buying things and then not using them when it actually comes time to use them. Tip number 3 is priorities. And by that, I mean you need to prioritize the things you want to purchase. This is gonna go along with my next tip, but what I mean by this is when you make your wish list, make a top 3. The top 3 things that you could not live without and you need to buy during launch day. I feel like this helps us kind of realize or prioritize what we really need or want, and all those extra things that, like, yeah, we could have those right now, but we don't really need them. For me, I always prioritize my planner, obviously, and then I normally will prioritize a new sticker book if there's a new sticker book that I know I can use throughout the year in my planner, and then a new type of pen situation there. The other stuff is all just extra, and I probably could get away with not buying it. I mean, obviously we buy it because it's fun and we add accessories to our planner, but those are my top 3 things I always make sure end up in my cart. My new planner, new sticker book that I can use throughout the whole year, and then a new pen that either just looks cute with my planner and that I love, or I just need a new pen and this one works because it's part of the launch. When you prioritize things, it just helps you really get down to what you truly need when it comes to purchasing things during launch. Going along with priorities, my tip number 4 is to set a budget. I feel like setting a budget when it comes to buying these things really helps me stay focused on what I really need versus what I want. And obviously with planner launch seasons, a lot of my needs are technically wants, because this is a hobby and I want to be planning and doing these things. But I like to make sure that I am following that priority list, those top 3 things. And then within my budget, I try to budget a little bit more than that, just so I can add a couple extra fun things that might come up during launch or new products that might be released. And so my tip here with your budget is just to honor yourself and make sure you stay within your budget. I don't want to tell anyone how to spend their money or what the appropriate budget is, because we're all different. We all view money a little bit differently or make different amounts of money. And so I just want you to honor yourself, honor your budget, whatever is on your list and you feel comfortable paying for, do it. Whatever your priorities are, awesome, because we're all different. But the tip really is just to set a budget, because I feel like it's going to help you not go overboard, which I have done in the past and regret, to make your launch purchases a little bit more easier. So set your priorities, make a budget so you can get and buy all the things that you need / want during this planner launch season. Lastly, my tip number 5 is to not feel guilty or pressured into or not to buying anything during planner launch season. I know this can be a very intense time in like the planner community world, whatever you want to call it, just because all of the new things are coming out all at once and it's like Christmas all over again. But I don't want you to feel pressured into buying anything if you don't want to buy anything. Don't let FOMO win. If you really don't need anything or want anything, don't buy it. And just be happy and celebrate with those that do buy things. Maybe you can only afford a couple accessories. Buy the accessories. You still use your same planner, but it's a little bit newer now because you have new accessories to play within your planner. Kind of think of it like that. Also, don't feel guilty if you are buying during launch week. I know there's some people out there that, I don't know, just are bitter about launch week, or they make a big deal about why everyone is like at their computer at like 10 o'clock a.m. It's not Pacific. Oh my gosh, my brain. Eastern Standard Time, waiting for everything to open. Like, that's part of the fun, but don't ruin the fun for other people. Okay, don't make people feel guilty. Don't feel guilty yourself. Don't feel pressured. Like, just be okay with whatever part of the situation you're in, and let's just have a fun launch week. Also, if you are feeling overwhelmed by everything that's happening, it's okay to mute people for a little while. Like influencers, people like that who are just sharing nonstop product, you can mute them just so you don't have to see it all if you're not planning on buying anything. But yeah, that is just it. Just find that inner peace within yourself, and don't let FOMO win. If you are one of those that don't want to buy anything, but then you see everyone else buying everything, and so you buy something. I've been in that situation as well. But yeah, so that is tip number 5. All right, you guys, I hope these tips are helpful when it comes to planner launch season. I know it's a little bit all over the place and whatnot. My brain is just everywhere. I just got home from teaching, and so I'm a little tired, if you can't tell. And there's a lot of crazy things going on at our house right now, which I'm excited to talk about in a later video. But anyways, please drop in the comments your ultimate or favorite planner launch tip to help those that are trying to navigate this time of the year. Something that's helped you in the past, whether it's creating a wish list, following certain people on Instagram, anything that you want to share down in the comments that's helped you buy things on launch day. And it doesn't matter the company or whatever, but share those in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my planning content here on YouTube. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Bye.